Good morning, everybody. It's Andrew Smith from Royal LePage Kelowna. Welcome to Coffee with Andy. It's Tuesday, July 8th, 2025. First of all, apologies in advance for the noise. Feels like I'm in a construction zone. It's just crazy here. A million cars going by. But I don't know if you can see it in the background, but what a wonderful patio. We're at Sandrine. We had the same problem a couple of weeks ago when we were at Pauline's. We weren't sure if it was Francais Canadien, and we don't put the S at the end, but Sandrine French pastry shop that serves really good coffee. This is where the Fix used to be, if you're familiar with the landmark at the corner of Lakeshore and Lanfranco. Save On Foods is that way, Gyro Beach is that way. So this is where this is going to be really great once the construction starts. Yeah, there's just like a billion condos being built across the street, but it's crowded here. Dogs outside. It's boiling hot, but we've got a lot of protection from the shade here, and there's a lot of plants. And it's nice spot. Really, really good food. A bit pricey, but really, really good. Quick housing market update, which is the reason you probably tuned in. For the week ending Sunday, July 6th, there were 35 sold residential sales with a median sale price of $873,000. Now, my gosh, that sounds like a 2010 average price, but every once in a while you have an outlier. We were building 40, 45, 50, 55, 35. So it's kind of an outlier week where prices were low last week and there wasn't a lot of sales activity. I'm not going to call it, say it's because of the Canada Day long weekend or the heat, or we're not going to make excuses. But when we have weeks where we have 5 sales over $5 million and the market's just out of kilter the other way, we don't get too excited about it. We're not going to get too upset about a week with 35 residential sales. It's not bad, really. But yeah, we're sort of hoping we'd hit 60 this week, but nevertheless, there we are at 35. For the same week last year, there were 36 sales, so we didn't hit it out of the park last year as well. Previous week was 51 residential sales, so we had a bit of an off week. We're calling it an outlier. Condos, this will brighten everyone up, or not. 17 apartment sales last week. The median sale price was $386,000. So not a lot of high-end stuff selling in the condo market either. No $2 million sales, just a lot of regular stuff on de Montreal Court, All-Star Court, just normal condos. Nothing crazy, nothing big on Sunset or the Madison or anything like that. Just a lot of normal people buying normal properties. Same week last year, there were 28 sales, so we're off again. Same week last year, and the previous week this year, there were 17, so it was a tie. As far as active listings go, 966 apartments for sale. Yeah, it's still way too many. Residentials, 1,943 residential homes for sale. That's not so bad. There's still selection. We're still not in a world where it's a buyer's market, a seller's market. But we're getting closer to the point where it's balanced. So we just have to keep this momentum going through July. I'm sure next week will be great. Anyway, once again, thanks for watching. See you guys next week.